Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the Neca, Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter action figure. Now this is sort of a prison escape Hannibal Lecter, and this is a re-release from an older Neca figure. This is a first exclusive at Walmart, and then available everywhere else type of release. I got this from the Walmart app, and it finally arrived today. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see, it's that Silence of the Lambs movie poster. We have the butterfly, Hannibal in the background, Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter action figure. One side of the package, Silence of the Lambs. Other side, pretty much the same thing. At the back, you can see the figure. The likeness looks good, although the articulation does not. He's in his sort of prisoner inmate outfit, which appeals to me for a lot of reasons. Silence of the Lambs. The bottom. There's the barcode in case that helps anybody. So, the packaging is like a Neca Ultimate figure, and I guess it's advertised that way, but I would not really describe it as that. On the inside flap, you can see Hannibal with a prison background, and then here he is in the package. Kind of statuesque, a little bit disappointing there. They could have made him a true Ultimate figure and actually made some upgrades, but they didn't. So with no further ado, let's open him up. Alright, now that this figure out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. He comes with sort of a partial jail cell diorama, 3 heads, and a baton. Before we take a look at all that, let's talk about and check out the figure. So this is Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs. This is the prison escape version. He's in a white inmate outfit, and it's a pre-posed sort of statuesque figure. This is a figure that Neca released almost 20 years ago, and they're re-releasing. They've been doing a lot of re-releases lately between Assassin's Creed, House of a Thousand Corpses, now Silence of the Lambs, and these figures could really use an update. It's not labeled as an Ultimate figure exactly, and it has no right to be, but man, they could have given him some kind of articulation. This guy is 100% pre-posed, except he has articulation in one shoulder, the neck, and the ankles. I got this guy because I thought it might be a great prisoner inmate for sort of a background, but the fact that his arm is stuck up like this makes that a little bit unlikely. This is a cool display piece because it has the background, and he's in the middle of sort of beating somebody with a baton. But personally, I prefer an actual action figure, and this guy's labeled as an action figure, but it's more of a display piece. That being said, I have no regrets buying this figure. If I go back in time, I still would have. I was aware of this figure a long time ago, and I've actually been looking for it for a while. I have the orange prison suit version of Hannibal Lecter with the gurney, and I've wanted this one for a while because I love prisoner inmate action figures, regardless of articulation. This is a Walmart exclusive first and then available everywhere else, so let's take a look. Starting with his face here. Now, I'd say the sculpt and paint job are very nice. It looks definitely like Anthony Hopkins. Hair slicked back, blood all around the mouth. This is a cannibal indeed. His hand is pre-posed up top holding the baton, which kind of sucks. He's got blood all over his outfit, his arm, his other arm. He's in the white outfit, white shoes, white pants, white t-shirt with the sort of prisoner number on it. Now, you could take his head off, put the clean head on there, but he's still going to have blood all over him. The sculpt is decent. You can see the wrinkles in the fabric, etc. The shirt's tucked in, the pants are kind of high, just like in the movie. So, it is a very nice display piece, but that's what it is, a display piece, not an action figure. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt, which I think looks absolutely fantastic. And then here's the figure, broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's take a look at his accessories. Let's start off with his heads. Here are his heads. He has a total of 3 of them. One with a clean, smiling expression, one with a blooded up, angry, open mouth expression, and then one with a blooded up, mouth closed expression. Here's a look at the first head. This one has the clean, smiling expression, and the likeness to Anthony Hopkins is excellent. Here's his second head. This one has blood around the mouth. This is going to be when he's beating, or possibly eating, the police officer. And here's his third head. This one has blood around the mouth closed, and an almost emotionless expression after he's done this heinous act. Here's his baton. It's a typical police baton. He took this off the police officer, and then beat him to death, cut his face off, put the police officer's face on top of his face, and then escaped, pretending to be the injured police officer. pretty gruesome, sickening scene. Here's Hannibal Lecter holding that baton, striking that police officer over and over and over again, covering Hannibal in his blood. Now let's check out his little diorama. It comes in 3 separate pieces. When put together, it's gonna look like this. We have the jail cell bars in the background. This is the corner. On the ground, it's a wooden floor. A little rug here. I believe we have a knife, lighter, some keys. Here's his food. And it's got a little peg for the peg hole on his feet. Add Hannibal Lecter to the diorama, and bam, here you go. Nice little display scene from a specific part of the film. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at the figure and his accessories, let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, standing right at about 6.9 inches tall, which can translate to 17.5 centimeters. And for his articulation, which is quite dated. This figure is probably 20 plus years old, the original one, and I thought this would be a really cool updated release. But no, a straight up re-release. Seems like kind of lazy, kind of cheap, kind of greedy on Neca's part. I'm still happy to have him, but man, I would love a fully articulated version of this figure. That being said, his arm, 100% pre-posed. I thought maybe there'd be a cut here. No, nothing at all. And that sucks. I wanted to use him as sort of background prisoner inmate, but it's not even going to be that good for that. I don't know, maybe sort of leaning against the back wall. Still, the head can rotate side to side, forward and back about that far. This arm can go up and down, so it can kind of be reaching forward and grabbing somebody while holding the baton. Absolutely nothing going on here. No waist cut, no nothing. It is a solid piece up and down. And the ankles. They can rotate side to side. They can kind of move around just a little bit that way. Not much at all. Seems kind of pointless to even have articulation there. I mean, this arm, sure. I kind of wish this one could go down at least a little bit. He does look damn good, though. Here's a look at Hannibal Lecter beating 2 police officers in a pretty brutal scene from Silence of the Lambs. Once he's finished, he just listens to his classical music, emotionless, like it didn't affect him at all. Now let's check him out. Next to some other action figures, starting off with some of their Anthony Hopkins figures. Here's this, what I call prison escape Hannibal Lecter, next to the Gurney Hannibal Lecter. Now, originally, these are part of Neca's Cult Classics line. This guy was referred to as Hannibal Lecter with handcart, and this guy was referred to Hannibal Lecter with holding cell. Now, there were 2 versions of this guy originally released, one with a holding cell, one without, but they were both exactly posed the same way. And here he is, next to a Diamond Select Toys, Westworld, Robert Ford figure, also played by Anthony Hopkins. Now let's check him out, next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how he fits in, both scale and style-wise, in case you'll know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a Neca figure, they're typically the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the larger action figure lines I collect, and work my way larger. But first, let's check him out with some of his Neca brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from Neca Toys, all 7-inch scale. And now, next to some Jack-specific wrestling figures, and some DST or Diamond Select Toys, here's Hannibal Lecter next to a Sugar Cookie. And here he is, with some McFarlane toys and some DC Direct figures. Then, with both some Mattel and Jazzwares wrestling figures. And now, with some Mezco and Mattel DC figures. Next, with some Mafex and Hasbro Marvel Legends. And finally, next to some SH Figure Arts and Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, it's a cool Hannibal Lecter figure, but it's barely a figure at all. It's more like a display piece, almost statuesque. It does have 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation. Now, it looks absolutely fantastic. The likeness is excellent. The paint detail, very well done. But, personally, I like my action figures a little more action figure-y than statuesque. The accessories are pretty cool. The baton, I'll get to my police. The cell background would be cool, but it's so small that it's really not going to be very effective in action figure photography. It'll be a nice little isolated display piece on the shelf, and that's about it. Like I said, he looks absolutely fantastic, but his pre-posed nature makes me enjoy him a lot less than I'd like. I wish they'd done a true ultimate version of this guy with full articulation, but they didn't. And I want to give this guy like a 6 out of 10, but honestly, he's probably worth more like a 5 out of 10. He looks great, but he functions so poorly. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.